Hi, this is Brandon from Watches on You. Today we're at Continental Diamond in St. Louis Park, Minnesota, taking a look at the Oris Aquis Relief. Now, as you guys can see, this is a basically a normal Oris Aquis, but it has a relief bezel. And these relief bezels are becoming more and more popular lately. You can see a lot of them at Basel World of this year, and I actually really like that because brands are starting to kind of move away from the ceramic because really what is starting to happen with watches is they're basically all converging on the Rolex Submariner design with that ceramic bezel, and they look very similar, but with this relief design it's looking quite a bit different, and it just, again, I really like how it looks. It's quite minimalist, to be honest, and it kind of adds a little bit of modernity to the design. I think it looks very, very cool. Now, the one drawback of that is that it is more scratch prone than ceramic, obviously, but given the brushed sandblasted finish in the back, I don't really think that that should be an issue. But without further ado, let's move into the rest of this watch. Now, the Oris Aquis, we've reviewed it many times, but I'll go over kind of the main details of it. So it's a tried and true dive watch. It's got a 300-meter water resistance. The movement is based on the Sellita SW200. It's got a 38-hour power reserve, which is a tad low by my standards, but the price of this watch is fairly reasonable at, and I want to get this exactly right, $2,000. So you're not really going to get an in-house movement for that price from pretty much any brand, and the quality of the finishing on this watch more than makes up for the lack of power reserve. Plus, frankly, you can just get a watch winder and it won't really be that big of an issue. And this is more of a daily wearer piece, so it running out of winding is not probably that big of a problem. But overall, I really like this watch. I love how metallic it looks. That gray dial looks fantastic, and it does have a very high quality look to it. Sometimes with those sunburst dials, they can end up looking really cheap, like a watch just straight out of China, but this definitely looks great. Very high quality, and that's kind of due to the high grain of the brushing, I think, and I really like that. And I love the addition of the red second hand. I think that looks fantastic as well. So now I'll try this watch on for a wrist shot, and the bracelet on this piece is very high quality. It's pretty much Omega Seamaster level quality, so, and it feels very similar, and the mechanism is actually quite similar as well, but I really like how it feels. So now I'll try this watch on for a wrist shot. I'll take off my glove. Notice I'm wearing 2 gloves today. A lot of you guys have been commenting about our use of 1 glove, and the whole purpose behind that is that it makes the wrist shot easier, but I guess I'll conform to your wishes. So as you can see, this watch looks very good on the wrist. It's got a 43.5 millimeter diameter, and it wears pretty much exactly like that. It is, I mean, it's a large watch, but it's a tough dive watch. Again, it's kind of a daily wearer, so that size should not be an issue unless you have a really small wrist. I have about a 6.5 inch wrist in circumference, just for reference. So if you like this video, please remember to subscribe and share, and remember we're at Continental Diamond in St. Louis Park, Minnesota. Thanks.